Boom, 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 boom. Yo. Yo, dude. I am ready. I'm beyond ready for this one, man. I am here. I didn't know if I was going to do this. But here we are. No light in my room, but you know what? We don't need any light. We don't need any light for this one. We don't need any light because this is about to cover what I believe, based on next week's title, is the first half of my favorite chapter of last year. So, I don't know how this is about to go down. The only thing I know is that my response, my reaction coming out of this episode better be dun, 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 dun. Like I better feel green going through my veins. I better go to sleep tonight thinking of bandanas. Because y'all know how we are, man. When it comes to Roro no Goat Man Zoro. Alright? The right hand man of the king. And so, we'll see. We'll see, man. I have no idea what they're going to do. I don't know. Because I don't expect the craziness to happen today. Like, I don't expect the entire episode to be the entirety of Chapter 1010. Just based on next week's episode title. So I have no idea. Are we going to switch over and see the Isonis for 18 minutes? Who knows? Who knows? Alright, I don't know. But what I will say is let's prepare ourselves here. Give me a moment here. And we'll get started. I need to prepare myself mentally and physically, man. I don't know what I'm in store for because, once again, this is the adaptation. This is the adaptation of my favorite chapter of last year. Of the legendary chapter 1010. At the very least, the first part of it. And so I'm very curious on seeing how they're going to handle this from an adaptation standpoint. I thank everybody for stopping by. But y'all, episode 1027 of the anime adaptation of the best-selling manga in history. Let me go ahead and make this full screen. Let me go ahead and pull up the timer over here. Timer. There's the timer. Alright. Timer here. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yo, much love to the chat, yo. Thank you, Pluto, for letting me know the audio's good. Drums was good, my good brother. Lazy Mofos, Donati, my people, what's good? Amsterdam Zoro Legendary, I can't wait to see my dog, man. I can't wait to see Goat, man. So, without further ado. Ooh, that hurt. I'm still in the struggle, so you know, we're doing this live. There's gonna be no chance for editing. So if I start spitting some craziness, then it's not me. It's the sickness. You know, I'm about to be like Roger's base over here for this episode from the Reverie. You know, Roger was like, "It's not me. It's the COVID. Like I don't have COVID, but if it ain't me, it's the sickness. You feel me? It ain't me. It's the sickness." So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 1027. In 3, 2, 1, let's jam. I think we're good. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think we're good. We should be good. Okay, we should be good. Let's do it. Let's get it. Yo, you know, I need to implement something back here, man. I saw that my boy Uzumaki-kan was cheating the system last week. I'm not gonna say how he cheated the system because I ain't trying to get my boy, you know, in any copyright trouble. But when I saw what my boy did, I was like, yo, genius maneuvers. So I might have to find something back here, man. I might need to invest in getting something back here that can relay the episode. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. We're gonna have to figure something out. Might have to figure something out, man. For the squad, for the boys. For the boys and girls back home. so we can all watch the episode together. Yo, I appreciate you, Subra. Good morning to you as well, yo. Good morning. Con the Walrus was good. My boy Trey. Much love to my brothers, Trey, Carl, Eli, CJ, Aries. All the good brothers that I'm sure are watching this. Yeah, Kyle plays with the glass, man. Like, yo, my boy Con was out here. He was doing his thing. Vortex, what's good, bro? What's good? Scar, what's good? What's good? What's good? Carl, CJ, my boys. Let's get it, man. Come on, let's go. I'm so ready. Like I said, man. Look, either we're gonna get a quote-unquote, classic post-time skip episode here that's gonna be mad slow with an epic moment, or we're gonna have a well-paced episode somehow with an epic moment. I have no idea. I don't know what to expect. What are we gonna get here? I don't know. As long as the Zoro scene is good, that's all I care about. That's all that matters. You feel me? That's all that matters. And the go with the coat scene, if that's in this week's episode too. I don't know. We gotta see. We gotta see. We gotta see. We're playing the Blackbeard soundtrack? Yo, this scene from last week's episode was so goated. Pack that man up. Yo. I can't even tell y'all the amount of times I rewatched this entire section with Luffy and Kaido boxing. I rewatched this so many times, yo. Like, not just this section, this entire roof piece section from last episode was handled so well. I loved every second of it. Ooh, not the Supernovas theme from Stampede. Oh man, and then the new soundtrack, the Luffy's Awakened Performance theme. Ooh, that thing goes hard. That was a banger, dude. Is the timer still going? Timer's still going? Thank God. Let's go. My dog Real said, "Stop, I'm just a sword." That's hilarious to me, yo. Yo, Kid Real Deal ate this. Like, shout out to Kid for eating a punch from Big Mom and being like, "Get off me!" And then Mr. Law's Raw was just... Okay, long recap, we'll take it. As long as it paces out the episode better. We'll have to see how that goes. No, they caught Big Mom slipping. They put the title card on Big Mom falling into the ocean. They caught her slipping in 4K. Yo. Big Mom went face first into that. Oh, never mind. She wanted it on her back. Zoro was like, you ain't going nowhere, son. You ain't going nowhere. Straight up. Bam, 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 bam. Energy. Not the right-hand man of the GOAT. They really changed the whole color of the atmosphere with this attack. The soundtrack goes in so. That Luffy Lucci greatness, baby. Man, yo. Really? Oh my god! Look at that crater! The smile, the grin. Kaido! Dog, look at how massive that crater is, bro. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Oh, inject it, man. Literally, injection shot. Inject it, baby. Let's go. That's Straw Hat mentality right there. You feel me? We always knew Law was a Straw Hat. Poor Big Mom, yo. How do you even put... That's what I call loyalty. For you to be made of flames and you enter the water to go get Big Mom. That's loyalty that goes. That's almost Zoro's levels of loyalty right there, yo. My dog is trapped. Hey, it's not his fault. That's Big Dog Law's fault. This man, kid left behind the whole dealership behind him. Like, clean up your mess, bruh. Actually, no, in this case, you don't have to clean up your mess. We're gonna need those. Terrifying thing to hear, man. This song accompanying Mama, Mama. And then poor Zeus getting jobbed out by kids Pokeball here. Could you imagine just being on a ship and you see Big Mom flying back up to Onigashima? Like, what do you say? What do you do when that happens? You would think, but an Emperor of the Sea defies logic. Like I said, whenever you have somebody who's made of flames goes into the ocean in order to get you out, you just gotta call it right there and there, man. That's out of your control. That's out of your control at that point. That's just defying the laws of physics. You feel me? There's nothing else you can do about that once that goes down. And obviously it's made of a piece of Big Mom's soul, so you can make it into the ocean, but you're seeing that from an outsider's perspective, like, why in the world is flames going into the water? And it went back out like it was nothing. The strength of soul, baby. The size of that I can't get over the size of this crater, dude. Oh, I thought I heard a drum for a sec, bro. Yeah, bro, I almost tossed my laptop, bro. I almost tossed it. Yo, I almost threw that thing, man. Oh my god. Yo. Just savage Kaido, man. We're just gonna love how Luffy's will continues on even whenever he's knocked out. Here we go, baby. This is what we're here for. This is what we're here for, bro. This is what we're here for. Let's go! Let's go. Let's... Dog! Oh, Kaido, you feel that. You gotta feel it. You know what's coming. That's my cat. Let's go, Zoro! Let's go! It shows it fully in the background. Come on, bro. We've been waiting for this for all year. The man's ultimate technique. First time post time skip, bro. The ones! He's running the ones with Kaido, bro. Let's go. That was nasty. That was nasty. Dead man's flipping game, yo. Where's my Santa hat at, dog? Pack that man up. Let's go, dude. Oh, blood loss. Yo, that was filthy. How they showed this man blocking his attacks as he went in to go hit him. Zoro! Oh, no, that scene was beautiful, dude. You felt the force behind that attack, man. He caught him deep. The color of the Supreme King! Our boy got the Conqueror's hockey too, baby! Yo, this reveal in the manga, man. So you're already so hyped for Ashura. Then Kaido's like, you got Conqueror's hockey too? Like, whoa! Like, only Zoro would do that to Kaido, inflict that much damage to him, and be like, I couldn't even knock you down. That showcases... Look at that, bro! Ugh. Man! My boys move different. Good Lord. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, the speed blitz! Law got packed. He got packed. But can you blame him? It's hybrid form Kaido, man. Can you blame him? Yo, Zoro and Law got packed in one hit, dude. But it's Kaido. It's Kaido. No way. In this episode too? Don't play with me, Toei. Hold up. Please. Let's go! Let's go! No, the panel! The panel of legend! Oh my god! How are they? Bro, that's only like 4 pages! No, I know what they're gonna do, dog. I know what they're gonna do for the next episode. Next episode, we're going to get Chapter 10-11's adaptation. And then at the it's gonna be in reverse. We're gonna get the end of 10-11, and then we're gonna swing over, and to finish the episode, it's gonna be the end of 10-10 going into the beginning of 10-11. Because I believe after this episode, we're going on a movie filler break. So if that's the case, you have to end it there. That is the perfect ending to go on a filler break. So in order to pace it out, because this week's episode, I honestly thought it was going to be paced way, way worse than this. The in-canon filler stuff that they had in this week's episode was not that bad. It definitely was, and it did feel stretched out at quite a few points. But it really just felt like a classic post-time skip One Piece episode, which is what I was expecting. But I think next week's episode, based on the way this week's episode went and how the last few episodes went, I do believe that we're going to be getting a major chunk of the next chapter adapted. And then we're going to finish it on the end of 10-10. Oh my... Oh... I gotta rewatch. Hold on, bro. Before I go to the comment, I gotta rewatch the Ashura. Like I said, as somebody, this is my favorite chapter from last year. So just seeing this stuff animated is hitting different, man. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me watch the Zoro scene. I gotta rewatch that Luffy scene again, bro. That thing was raw. You wanna talk about raw? Dog, this man Zoro pulls it out. It's the way this Ashura was done. This junk was so clean, dog. I love the way that this Ashura felt. It felt like it had so much force behind this attack, dude. Look at this. Look at the way that the environment turns dark. Look at this, man, bro. That's our captain. Why don't you try to smash my head first? You can see the Ashura behind. Look, oh my god, dude, this thing looks so goated, bro. Just filthy. Filthy, man. And he goes in and just starts blocking with Ashura. He starts blocking his attacks. Nah, this sequence is filthy, dude. This is straight nasty. He starts running the ones with Kaido. And then he finishes it off with the complete Ashura. Oh, he's too nasty with it, man. Dead man's game. And you even got to see the blood spray, dude. The scar reopens. A brand new scar. Oh, man. And then directly after the scene, you have Kaido get right back up. Go up in, like, swimwear. And I gotta rewatch this Luffy scene, bro. Hold up. Hold up. Yo, everything turns red. The moment he moves his hand, everything just turns red, bro. Oh, I can't wait for next week's episode. I can't wait for next week's episode, bro. I love this shot right here, man. I love this shot, too. This is just so goated, bro. No music, just straight atmosphere. The panel. Look at the panel! Yo! Oh, see, it feels so good to just see this stuff animated, man. But it's like, there's a piece of me that's just like, why couldn't all of 1010 be in one episode? But it's like, there's another piece of me that's like, okay, now for anime onlys, they're going to experience the two halves, right, as their own separate episodes. So, in that part, and especially whenever we get to see whatever sequences they add in the next episode, I guess we'll understand when the time comes. If we ever do understand. But I really wanted 1010 to get, like, the episode 1017 treatment. However, after seeing the Ashura scene, I really, really love that scene. I love the end of this episode, too. So even though the rest of the episode was extremely slow, even though I had some solid moments sprinkled throughout, at the very least, the Ashura moment hit. So in that regard, like I said, I felt like a classic pre-time skip episode, or a post-time skip episode. In regards to the way that it was paced, was just like a big moment and then a cliffhanger to end it off. So it really, it felt like a natural, like a normal pre-Wano episode. Honestly, like a pre-Wano, pre-Whole Cake episode. But it's just... It's just like I said, battling within me of like, man, I wish we would have gotten like a 1017 level for 1010, but at the same time, it's like the chapter just has two of the most goated moments in the series just split down the middle. So it's like, why not make them their own episode? So I guess like seeing it in that regard, Toei, of course, wanting to give the moments, they're due and whatnot. I guess I understand. But I love the Ashura moment. That was that legit was amazing. I was expecting something heat, but that was just straight up gas. All right, that was premium. You go pump some premium gas in that thing. You don't even have to pay any money. You just present them this episode and show them that Zoro scene, and they're gonna fill you with that thing. I don't care how much money you gotta put in there. They're gonna fill the tank completely. Like, what? The Zoro scene? That's premium gas. And then you follow that up with the Luffy moment too, and so. Definitely, just for those two by themselves. Oh, man, dog. Man, oh, man. Dead man's game, bro. See, man. Oh, I'm so happy. Yo, that scene was perfect, bro. That scene was legitimately perfect. And you know something that I really liked about that scene as well is I remember when episode 1018 dropped. I believe it was 1018. It was the Dragon Twister episode. We were wondering why his aura was yellow in that episode, right? Because we were like right before then in episode 1017 it was purple when he went for the Dragon Blaze. So it was weird to me that his aura went yellow. And so, but now we saw the follow-up to that in this episode, that yellow aura was like the Ashura, right? The Ashura part of his thing. You know, the purple, and then of course this is going to be huge later on the line. But so the purple aura, you know, showcasing like the Enma and his normal, you know, Zoro Dark King energy over here, right? But the yellow is the Ashura. So it's interesting the consistency in color in regards to just that. Because I remember when that episode dropped, I thought it was very strange that his aura was yellow. But in this week's episode, we got to see that belonged to at least this part of the Ashura. Because remember, pre-time skip, both in Strong World and in that episode, in Eni's lobby, it was purple. And so now it looks like post-time skip, Toei wants to show the Ashura as being yellow. Whereas his regular aura, that he utilizes for normal attacks, is purple. So I just find that consistency to be pretty interesting there on in that regard. Oh no, Subra, I'm so hyped for next week. 10:56 and 10. Oh, bro, in the next episode, dog. The next episode is gonna have my like, bro. After what I saw at the end of this week's episode, I was already hyped for the adaptation of this upcoming stuff, but now I'm like even further beyond, you know? Because it's like, yo, we already knew this Zoro sequence was gonna slap just based on the fact that Nakamine was gonna be directing this week's episode, and he always handles the Zoro scenes to a T. But I was not expecting, because whenever I saw the episode didn't end there, I was like, wait, are we getting a Luffy scene too? So we even got the Luffy getting up scene in this week's episode. So it's like, next episode, legit, like I said, it has to cover. It's gonna go in reverse. Like, I feel like the first half of of next week's episode might cover the 10-11 stuff. Unless we just go full here and we just pace it. I don't know. I'd have no idea. I'm so interested in next week's episode, bro. I'm so interested, man. Goat. So Ishan B says, looks like they're expanding a lot on the second half based on the preview. So I'm not watching the preview, so thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. So if they're going to be expanding on, I'm so hyped. Bweezy Bird. Yo, Bweezy, Luffy going to break the internet. Oh, no, bro. Our boy's going to break. I cannot. Dude. Listen, after seeing that ending, I am like 100% certain next week's episode is going to bang. I was already certain because it's to go with the code. I mean, I don't care how in the Flying Flatliners they did it, but I just... And it's the last episode before we go into film Red Filler. Like, come on now, man. Come on now. I can't wait. Yeah, it's going to be peak next week. Yo, Bresboy, what's good? Haven't watched the anime in a couple months. Today's worth watching. Bresboy, I would honestly say, before you watch today's episode, go back and watch some other sequences you've missed before you watch this greatness. I don't know if you watched episode 1013, 1015, legendary episodes. But, 1017, like, I would say watch some of those and then come in here and watch the rest of Roof Piece over here. Last week's episode is a must-watch for sure as well. But yeah, and then come in and watch this episode for sure. Because, man, we've gotten some greatness, dog. We've gotten some greatness. Honestly, this is standard Whole Cake pacing. Honestly, Pluto, you're absolutely right. I mean, you know, the thing with Whole Cake in the anime, Whole Cake in the anime was amazing. I loved Whole Cake Island in the anime. I think Whole Cake Island in the anime was a step above everything that we've had in quite some time. And it started what we would eventually get in Wano, which is the best that the anime has been in a very, very long time. And as somebody who really loves the anime, like I've just been really, really enjoying it since Whole Cake. And Whole Cake, even though there was some episodes that were very, very slow, they just nailed those moments. And they nailed the atmosphere of that arc to a T. And so in that regard, you're absolutely right. Because that's how I felt about this week's episode, where it was very, very slow. It nailed that Zoro and Luffy scene to a T, man. But Recon, you'll have to avoid full film red spoilers next week. Like I told you, Bweezy, I'm going to try my hardest to avoid film red spoilers. I really, really am. But because we're not getting film red until, like, what, October, November? Like I said, I'm going to try my hardest not to get spoiled. But at this point, I feel like it's inevitable, man. Like, the fact that the Japanese release is coming out the same day as the French release, and then basically everyone in the world is getting it before we get it. So I feel like it's going to be inevitable. And I really, it sucks, and I really, really hope that I don't get spoiled before I watch the movie. But at this point, I'm just treating it as an inevitability at this point. Like, but we'll see, man. I'm going to try. I'm definitely going to try to remain unspoiled. Next week's going to be crazy. So next week, we're getting episode 10, or chapter 1056. The legendary episode that's next in 1028, and then Film Red's also coming out. Like, yo, people who live in Japan are gonna be eaten. What? That is crazy. Zoro's attack carried the episode. Luffy at the end. Absolutely, Vortex. Absolutely. Yo, Daniel, you already know the Sandios, the chancletas. The chancletas. Oh, so based on the preview, our end, Vanderbleek, you don't think they're going to adapt 1011? Because that's how I thought. See, I haven't watched the preview, so I was like, maybe we're not going to maybe we're going to be getting 1011 next thing. But so we'll see. I guess we'll see. Yeah, next week's going to be crazy, Subra. Like 10, 13, 10, 15, 10, 17, 10, 19, 10, 26. Those are some great episodes. Great episodes. I didn't watch it yet, but I just want to say you're the GOAT. No, I appreciate you, man. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for that, yo. You led 19? Is that how you say your name? You led... Yes. I believe so. The only reason why I say the last part 19 is because of WrestleMania 19. But I appreciate you, dog. Thank you. $10.17 was last I watched. I'll definitely check out last week's then. Yeah, Brez Boy, definitely watch last week's episode. You gotta watch last week's episode. Honestly, yeah, 10.19 was good. That was definitely a solid one. We just had some really solid episodes, but in terms of like must watches, 10-20 last week's episode was a must watch for me, and then this week, of course, just for that final moment, was also really good. Actually, let me look back at my at the thing, because there was definitely some really solid moments leading up to this upcoming or to this episode. But if you're like limited on time or whatever, there's we've had some pretty good ones, but 10.19 from a direction standpoint was very good. And then, like I said, 10.23 had some crazy animation for absolutely no reason. I have no idea still how that episode looks as good as it does. But 10.26 and 10.20 or 10.26 is the must watch, and then 20.27 you already know. You read the manga, so you know what happens. You got to see the adaptation of that moment, bro. You got to see it. September to October, November is way too late compared to everybody else. Yeah, I'm hoping Wheezy Bird, like that optimistic. I'm hoping that we're getting it September, October. I'm hoping that like Stampede. I remember Stampede. We got Stampede. I believe it was October 24th. That was because I remember that was the same day that the first chapter of the Odin flashback came out. So I believe it was that day. So if we got that in October, and then Film Gold before that came out, trying to remember when exactly. But regardless, Stampede was the last one that we got in. And that was in October. So, Film Red, if they go all in and they get this dubbed as soon as possible, I can see it potentially coming out the end of September, but we'll have to see. Facts, DJ. Can we just go to Japan and watch Film Red? I'm seriously. Excuse me. Dragon Ball Super movie ruined us getting Film Red in August. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point, right? Because now they have to show that in theaters. Which I want to watch that too. Definitely want to watch my Dragon Ball. Love me some Dragon Ball. Chancletas, lazy mofos, yes sir. Eric, my good man. What is good, Eric? What is good, my boy? Shanks is the God King. Yes, sir. Let me see. Yeah, Drippy, man. I'm Puerto Rican, dude. Straight from the Isla. From the Isla. I'm so glad I'm a One Piece fan right now. We're getting spoiled. Yo, we really are, like, just eating good every single week. Saludos desde Costa Rica. From all the way from Costa Rica. Yo, shout out to you, RN. Just imagine the manga adaptations next year. Oh, no. We're not ready for the manga anime adaptations next year. I can promise you that. I think we're not ready. At least I'm not ready. I can promise you that. But I appreciate you, man. Yo, shout out to Costa Rica, bro. Oh, DJ, we're already seeing that. We're already seeing that they're extending a lot of way more than what we got in the anime. I honestly do, or what we got in the manga. I honestly do believe those fights and all of the ones that follow. I think every single fight and in that part of Onigashima is going to be elevated a lot. In the anime, I most certainly do believe that to be the case. Honestly, by the time that we get all of that stuff animated, that might end up being a lot of their best fights if we're going off of the anime. Just based on Wano's track record, like the Toei's track record with Wano, I do believe that a lot of their best fights could come from that part of the arc. Because I think they're going to go all out. Because if it's true that Dragon Ball Super is coming back next year, and now this is not this is just me speculating, right? If a lot of the individuals, so if Toei is going to go back and forth like before the Wano arc, where it was back and forth with, the Toei was just running, director would work over here on Dragon Ball, then come back to One Piece, then they would just spread out through the One Piece and Dragon Ball. If we do that again, then this is going to be the last time that they stay on just One Piece. So I do wonder, before they go back to doing Dragon Ball and One Piece, if they're just going to go all out on a lot of the stuff that's going to be there before Dragon Ball Super comes back. So that's just me speculating, right? And if that's the case, then we're going to see some crazy, crazy stuff next year in terms for the One Piece anime for across the board. So, that's going to be nice. Watching Away from Home was good, Recon. Yo, was good, Izzy and thing, yo. Wano anime is so enjoyable and great. Yo, Vortex, Wano anime to me is it's everything I could have ever wanted. Seriously. Everything I could have ever wanted. Do we know when the next Ishitani episode is based on the current pacing? Pluto, we're currently speculating it's going to be the adaptation of chapter 1022. But if it does not end up being the adaptation of 1022, I believe that all of us are expecting the adaptation of chapter 1044. But I don't think it'll take that long for us to get the next Ishitani episode. I do believe that we might get it sooner, The only, like I said, the only other plausible one I can see happening before then is either the adaptation of 1022 or 1023, which 1023 to me also makes a lot of sense for Ishitani to do. It just seems like a very Ishitani-like episode. So it could be 1022 or 1023. If not, I think the entire planet expects the 1044 adaptation. I think everyone is expecting the 1044 adaptation to be the Ishitani episode. I think everyone is expecting that, right? I think if we never get, or I'm sorry, if we don't get another Ishitani episode until 1044, I think we would all be cool with it. I would be cool with it. Because my favorite chapter would be getting the Ishitani treatment. I'd be like, okay, I'm cool. I'm good. I'm good. You feel me? I'm good. I'm good. Alright? I'm good. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Slow for some search and destroy when you get done. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know, Carl. I'll let you know. You read Dragon Ball Super manga, Recon? I do. I have not read the latest chapter, but I do read the Dragon Ball Super manga. For sure, Vortex. Yeah, Ripple fights definitely have been really cool in the anime so far. Yeah, exactly like Subra says. Yeah, it looks like 1022 will be the next one. Just waiting for Eric, man. We're not ready for that, bro. We're not ready for that. That's gonna be peak. That's gonna be peak anime right there, yo. Peak anime. Yeah, facts. They take a really long time. So exactly right. Like the next time when we do get an Ishitani episode, it very well could be, like I said, the adaptation of either 1022 or 1044. But it's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take a long time. Cannot wait. 956, 978, 1000. I'll have a gap of 22 chapters and all directed by Ishitani next genre. That's what it looks like, Vortex. Have you read Undead Unluck? I have not read Undead Unluck yet. Joel just finished the episode. I'm like, a Zoro dog. Zoro! Zoro in this week's episode was way too nasty. He was way too nasty. And Law skyrocketed to my top 3 favorite characters because of the anime. Yo, honestly, I remember Law has always been goated, right? But I remember the Law flashback in the anime hitting so hard that I had that same thing for me personally, where even though Law has always been one of my favorites, when I saw Law's flashback in the anime, because in the manga it hit me, but because I was experiencing it weekly, I didn't get the full picture, right? And of course that final chapter hit me so hard. I wish that video was still around, but it's on the old channel. One of my favorite chapters of that year. I think that was my favorite chapter of that year. Was the final chapter of the Corazon flashback. But when we got that stuff animated, yo, Toei was on a different playing field. They ascended when they did the Corazon flashback in the anime. That was the best stuff in Dressrosa, right, in the anime. I was like, oh my god. That was just peak episode after peak episode after peak episode. I was like, no, this is crazy. They are going hard, Skip. And so that was that for me when I was like, hold on, man, Law moves different. Law moves different. That the anime was like, yo, Law moves different. I was like, yeah, Law moves different. Law definitely moves different. But no doubt, man, that Zoro scene was crazy. Chapter 1044 adapted perfectly would boost the popularity of the series tenfold. Oh, 100% Wheezy Bird. I feel like the chapter releasing boosted the popularity of the series. Let alone when it gets an anime adaptation. Let alone. And like you said, Toei and Shueisha have to be aware of that fact. If they were aware of the fact that 1000 would be capable of doing that, wait until 1044 does it. Like, man. Crazy. That's gonna be goated episode, man. Telling you, if each time he does 1044, that's gonna be the greatest episode of all time. No doubt. Yo, Josh, my boy, what's good, yo? What's good? I heard next episode of Naruto Shida again? We just had Shida. In last week's... No, it wasn't last week. It was 1025. With the dodge. The dodge moment. Gonna Shida again? That Koro-san Death OST is... Oh, no. Godly, bro. Bres Boy. Legendary. Zoro's voice actor was one of the reasons I started watching One Piece in the first place because it was familiar to me. Yo, Lazy Mofo, Zoro's voice actor, like, every time that I hear him in a show, I just know I'm gonna love that character. Like, after I heard Zoro, because I think Zoro was the first character I ever heard have that voice. But after him, like, the next one I recall was Hijikata from Gintama. And so, like, every time I hear that character's voice, I'm like, you're gonna be goated. You're gonna be goated. You're just gonna be goated, right? Law could have an entire One Piece Link show. He honestly could, man. He honestly could. Like, bro, the Law versus Doflamingo dynamic was so good that honestly could have been its own, like, 13-episode spinoff, and it would have been legendary. I promise. It would have been legendary. Law and Doflamingo's, like, dynamic is one of the best dynamics in all of One Piece, man. That's some goated character dynamics right there, man. Zoro's voice actor for Ghost of Tsushima, that's true. Yeah, they definitely from Jin from Ghost of Tsushima, like Pluto said. Gotta catch the replay, but just stopping by to say hello. Grand Line Orchestra, thank you so much for stopping by, yo. I appreciate you. But yo, I'm gonna call it here. Do you think Law's crew being weak as a mini tour, or is Oda just dropped the ball? I think it just means that Law's a straw hat, so he doesn't need a crew. You know what I mean? Like, Beppo's a mascot character, just there to sell merchandise, as he should be. Beppo's a goat. And then the rest of the squad's just there to watch. They're just there to watch in 4K. They don't do anything. So, Law's crew is just there to breathe and be members of the Alliance. Because we all know he's a straw hat. You know what I mean? So it's like he doesn't need a crew. He's a straw hat. But, but on a serious note, yo, I don't know, man. Yo, his crew. I love the characters. Love Beppo. Love John Bart. Love Shachi. But they don't do nothing. They got it easy. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be greatness. Live again next episode. I'm gonna try my hardest, DJ, to be live for next episode for sure. For sure. Have a good night. Yo, Michael Mickles coming in with a 5. Thank you so much, Michael, bro. So man, I missed your live reaction to Shanks. Oh. Yo, Michael, man, that stream was crazy. It was crazy. Listen, Michael, I was so sick on Friday. I still don't feel well. But Friday, I was like, I'm not going to be able to react to this chapter. I'm not going to be able to. But in my mind, I was like, if I do not react to this chapter, I know I'm going to regret it. And if I don't live react to it, because I was going to do a pre-recorded thing, it was going to be like 20 minutes. But you know me, I say 20 minutes, it's going to be for 2 hours. But no, bro, live reacting to that chapter legitimately made me feel better. Then I felt like garbage the rest of the day. But in that time period, for those 2 hours we were here, that I felt better than I had the whole week. Legendary chapter, all right? Legendary chapter. Peak fiction. Peak fiction. I knew you were going to sit in that chair. I'm still sure. God bless you. God bless you too, Michael Mickles, man. Thank you so much for stopping by, bro. Most deaf, man. That chapter was goated. Thank you, Pluto, yo. Super, I appreciate you. Let me shout you. He's like, how you I love your third cousin. Do you really? I mean, Bresboy, love is a strong word. You know what I mean? Love is a strong. I like Shachi. You know what I mean? Love is a strong word. Thank you, Recon, you're the GOAT. No, I appreciate you, Daniel, man. The God King heals all wounds. He really does, Eric. He really does. He really, really does. I'm glad you decided to do live reactions to chapters every week. Double decision. You know, Vortex, it really was y'all. I was going to do pre-recorded reactions for the rest of my YouTube journey, but it was thanks to a lot of comments saying, you know, transition over to the live reaction thing, advice and inspiration from my boy King of Lightning, who was like massive inspiration for going into the live part of their reaction thing. Like he made it a golden opportunity for a lot of other individuals like myself to transition from pre-recorded to live streams. So nothing but love to King of Lightning, of course. But it was just like that transition was thanks to all of you. Because if y'all would have said no, I would have just kept doing pre-recorded reactions for sure. But oh, yo, Bresboy, I hope you feel better, man. Nothing but a speedy recovery on your end, bro. Because I know how it feels like to be sick, and it's just, dog, when peak is hitting, it cures you for the time you're reading that peak, man. You know what I mean? But on a serious note, Bresboy, I really hope you're on the road to a speedy recovery. The level of peak fiction we're experiencing since the last maybe 15, 20 chapters is too much. Non-stop greatness. I'm afraid that when Dragon Ball is back, One Piece anime is going to be impacted negatively. I don't think it's going to be impacted extremely negatively. We're just gonna go back to Whole Cake Piece, and Whole Cake Piece was fantastic. So I feel like once we go into the next arc, where I'm going to assume, right? Like, I mean, see, then we'll get into. I don't want to spoil anybody who's an anime only here, but I do believe that we'll be okay. I think we'll definitely be okay for the anime from here until the end of the series. I think we don't have to be worried about that. Even when Dragon Ball comes back, I think we'll be all right. We'll definitely be all right. But yeah, Vortex, man, I appreciate you for recommending me to do the live for chapters 1043, 1044, because now those were legendary. Those were so legendary. We did reactions and afterthoughts in the same nights. That's how you know. That's how you know, yo. Kingdom, Joel. Kingdom will be coming soon for sure. Whenever we get back to on the road to recovery, and I can start using my voice for longer than stuff that's not One Piece related, will most certainly be back on Kingdom, because I need to get back on Kingdom and Chihaya Furu. So we're definitely be getting back on those. But until next time, Vortex, thank you so much, W Stream. I appreciate you. Pluto, have a good night as well. Everybody in the chat, have a good night. I will see y'all. Go watch some reaction mashups. I know for sure I'm about to throw on not only just this legendary Ashura scene and the final Luffy scene again, but I want to watch some anime only reactions to this episode too. Looking forward to seeing those reaction mashups. So I will see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. Let me know what if you're watching this in the post after this is uploaded. Let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode in the comment section down below, and I will see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. Next week's episode is gonna slap. And for my manga readers, I will see y'all for the afterthoughts either tomorrow or Monday, depending on when I'm able to do it. But for sure, we're gonna be talking about that chapter, because that chapter was peak. So I'll see y'all. Have a good one. Take care, yo. I don't know if it's gonna be a live. I don't know yet, but if not, pre-recorded afterthoughts. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'll see